I wouldn't drive 45 minutes to work every day if I didn't adore the students that I have and love working with the people that I do.
The daily commute for Lisa Tilley is one she does without hesitation. When you consider the horrific journey she's had to make it to this classroom, the drive is nothing in comparison.
My biological parents got divorced whenever I was 3-ish, I think, and then my mom got into an abusive relationship, so from that point on it was tough.
Tough? Lisa defines tough.
What's a noun?
With a life story that is so unbelievable, it can't be true. But it is. In the heart of Tilley County, Missouri sits Bradleyville, a small community where many struggle to make ends meet.
High poverty, most of the kids. A high percentage of our kids are on free and reduced lunch.
In contrast to the hard times, you'll find beautiful rolling hills where the pace is a little slower. Lisa Tilley knows the fields and streams very well. They help sustain her family during some hard times.
Hard because we didn't have like TV and stuff like other kids did, but I mean, we kind of thought of it as this is kind of fun, and our parents weren't in there with us, so we were kind of independent and could somewhat play house.
Understand that Lisa is the oldest of 3 children and started caring for her brother and sister when Lisa was 9 years old. Her mother and stepfather were no help, strung out on methamphetamine.
From the very beginning of them being together, she is not a very strong person, so he persuaded her to start the whole life of drugs, and it just kind of started from there.
The drug use by her mother and stepfather caused turmoil in their families' lives. With no money, they would move from place to place around the area. One summer, the family lived in a camper that was parked in a field.
The only place where we had to live was a camper, and it was not hooked up to water, it was not hooked up to electricity, so we used a cooler for our refrigerator, and we used the local creek for water supply, and they slept in a tent, and us kids slept in the camper, and we just used a fire to cook our food.
For years, this was their life, drug use, making meth in whatever house or trailer they lived in. Lisa held the family together, the only one with a job and a car. In this environment, one could see the eventual result, the children of drug addicts becoming hooked too. But that didn't happen, and Lisa credits the teachers of the Bradleyville School District.
My teachers were always, I was always on the honor roll throughout school, and grades did not matter to my parents, but grades were important to me because they were important to my teachers.
Lisa was in her senior year in high school when her mother and stepfather were arrested for drug possession. Her brother and sister were taken into foster care. Her dream of going to college was in jeopardy. Without a home, let alone the money for classes, it was unlikely. Until one day, while walking down the hall, Lisa received the news.
I will never forget it. I was walking down the hall with my best friend, and Mr. Joe Combs, our superintendent, called me and her both into his office and said, you're getting the Slusher Scholarship. And I just thought, wow, that's amazing, and I had no idea what it was.
The Slusher Foundation was her salvation and provided her a scholarship, 4 years of attending college, paying for tuition and books.
Having the Slusher Scholarship opened doors for me that would have remained locked.
Completing a degree at OTC and one at Drury in teaching, Lisa had offers to be a teacher in many area school districts. But she knew there was only one she wanted to teach at, Bradleyville. And in her first year, she is already making a mark.
It shows us that she's really dedicated to Bradleyville School and that she works hard just to teach us and that she really loves us.
She's my favorite teacher because she's nice. She makes sure and she does a good job on explaining everything, and I've just learned a lot from her.
Giving back to the community that helped her become a success.
It is extremely amazing. I mean, she's one of those that the one in a million kind of story that could have went way, way down the wrong road.
It does not matter your background. It does not matter where you come from. College is an opportunity for everyone.